In this mini lecture, we will be looking at PECS, or the Picture Exchange Communication System. The word PECS has often been used interchangeably with any type of picture-based communication system, but the PECS system is actually trademarked and a well-established program that has distinct steps for implementation. We'll be looking at some of those steps, and I recommend that you look in the resources section to check out some of the tools that are presented by the company who developed PECS. Here is some background information on PECS. First, it was developed not far from Westchester's campus in Newark, Delaware, in the early 90s. It's based off of Skinner's work in verbal behavior and additionally ABA principles. It's a research-based method that has been proven effective with children with autism and other communication disorders. The protocol for implementing a PECS system involves prompting, reinforcing, and eventually shaping communication behaviors over time. One of the important aspects of the PECS system is that verbal prompts are not used. This alleviates the dependency on verbal prompts that children with autism often develop when they are overprompted. The overall goal for PECS is to teach functional communication and spontaneous communication. When we are using PECS, it's important to remember that there is a system of implementing steps to increase independence in communication. In the next few slides, we will review the steps for implementation as designed by the PECS creators. In stage 1 of implementing PECS, children are taught how to communicate using pictures. This process usually involves a communication facilitator and in addition, a silent prompter. In stage 1, the communication facilitator usually has a desired object. This could be a tangible object, or often edibles are used because they're highly rewarding for children with autism or other social delays. In this step 1, children are learned to exchange the picture of an object for that given object. Remember, as I stated in the other slide, verbal prompts are not used in the PECS system. So the job of the silent prompter is to provide physical prompts that are faded over time to help the child understand that the picture is exchanged in order to gain access to a desirable item. When stage 1 is mastered and children understand the relationship between exchanging pictures for items, you can move on to stage 2. Stage 2 still uses single pictures, but it helps children generalize the skill as it requires them to provide a picture to gain access over a shorter distance and not just across the table. This teaches children with communication disorders to be persistent in communicating and to act or initiate communication. In stage 3, picture discrimination is taught. This is the first time that multiple pictures or distractors are introduced to a child. You should be familiar with the idea of distractors from your discrete child training project. Many times, 2 or more pictures of desired items are introduced to a student and placed on a communication book or a binder. This allows students the ability to choose from different objects and again engage in the skills that were learned in stage 1 and 2 by exchanging pictures. Once children are consistently discriminating pictures, they're ready to begin to form basic sentences to increase their communication skills. This is often introduced through a sentence strip starter using the I want picture. In this case, a silent prompter may be introduced again to show a child how to remove the desired picture from their binder and put it on the sentence strip, and then hand over the sentence strip to the communication facilitator. Again, we're building upon the skills that were previously mastered in stages 1 through 3. In stage 5, children are using their new sentence building skills in order to respond to requests or questions. So in this case, the previously built I want sentence strip would be broken down into individual pictures that would be featured on a communication book. In this case, children put together their sentence without the previously provided structure. And again, this is a way of shaping the behavior of building sentences from stages 4 to 5. Finally, when children are demonstrating increased communication skills, they will work to develop the ability to comment or respond to questions that are more than access granting questions. So these can be things such as, what do you see? What do you hear? What is this? Again, you want to focus on introducing concrete concepts for children to comment on. Again, you can begin by looking at stage 4 and 5 and providing support through structured sentence strips, and then fade the structure so that students can begin to build sentence structure without those supports. I recommend that you visit the website for Pyramid Consulting. They are the ones that are currently providing PECS training, and they offer multiple resources for implementing a PECS program with children with autism and other communication delays. This can be located in your resources section in this week's module.